Welcome, fellow adventurers, to a riveting exploration into the heart of catastrophe and disaster. Today we embark on a journey to unravel the chilling scenarios that could unfold in the wake of a supervolcanic eruption. Join us as we delve into the depths of imagination to uncover the harrowing consequences of nature's fury. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to support our quest for knowledge and understanding. Immediate devastation. The eruption unleashes a torrent of ash, rock, and gas into the atmosphere, triggering immediate devastation. Communities near the eruption site are obliterated, and populations face imminent danger from pyroclastic flows and toxic gases. The immediate aftermath of a supervolcanic eruption is a scene of unparalleled chaos and destruction. The explosive release of pent-up pressure from beneath the Earth's surface propels ash, rock, and toxic gases into the sky, creating a hellish inferno that engulfs everything in its path. In the vicinity of the eruption site, communities are obliterated, their structures reduced to rubble, and their inhabitants facing imminent peril from pyroclastic flows and suffocating volcanic gases. Those fortunate enough to survive the initial blast are left to contend with a landscape transformed beyond recognition, where the very air they breathe is laden with ash and toxic fumes. Global cooling crisis escalates. The massive ash cloud blocks out sunlight, plunging Earth into a volcanic winter. Temperatures drop, leading to widespread crop failures, famine, and societal collapse. The aftermath of a supervolcanic eruption extends far beyond the immediate vicinity of the blast. The massive ash cloud ejected into the atmosphere spreads across the globe, blocking out sunlight and triggering a phenomenon known as volcanic winter. Temperatures plummet and daylight diminishes, casting Earth into darkness. Agricultural crops wither under the dim sun, leading to food shortages and famine. Societies teeter on the brink of collapse as resources dwindle and desperation grows. Suffocating ash blanket. Thick layers of ash blanket the landscape, burying cities, farmland, and infrastructure under tons of debris. Rescue efforts are hindered, and survivors face isolation and despair in the aftermath of the eruption. As the ash settles, it forms a thick blanket that covers everything in its path. Cities, towns, and farmland are buried under layers of ash, making rescue efforts difficult and trapping survivors in a nightmare of isolation and despair. Critical infrastructure such as roads and bridges is rendered impassable, further complicating recovery efforts. The landscape is transformed into a desolate wasteland, where the air is thick with the acrid smell of sulfur and hope is a distant memory. Devastating pyroclastic flows. Superheated flows of gas and ash race down the slopes of the volcano, engulfing everything in their path. Entire communities are wiped out in a matter of moments, leaving behind the landscape of desolation and death. Pyroclastic flows are among the most deadly phenomena associated with supervolcanic eruptions. These superheated avalanches of gas, ash, and rock race down the slopes of the volcano at speeds of hundreds of kilometers per hour, leaving destruction in their wake. Entire communities are incinerated in a matter of seconds, their buildings reduced to rubble and their inhabitants consumed by the searing heat. Those caught in the path of the flows have little chance of survival, as the intense heat and choking ash leave no room for escape. Tsunami terror unleashed. If the eruption occurs near the coast, it can trigger colossal tsunamis. These massive waves inundate coastal communities, causing widespread destruction and loss of life, as homes are swept away and lives are shattered. The eruption of a supervolcano can have devastating consequences for coastal communities. If the eruption occurs beneath the ocean or triggers an underwater landslide, massive tsunamis are unleashed, traveling at incredible speeds and inundating everything in their path. Coastal towns and cities are obliterated, their buildings swept away by the force of the waves, and their inhabitants left scrambling for higher ground. The devastation is catastrophic, with loss of life and widespread destruction on an unimaginable scale. Toxic skies and acid rain. The eruption releases toxic gases into the atmosphere, leading to the formation of acid rain. This corrosive precipitation damages ecosystems, harms wildlife, and poses health risks to humans. The eruption of a supervolcano releases vast quantities of toxic gases into the atmosphere, including sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide. These gases react with water vapor and other chemicals in the atmosphere to form sulfuric and carbonic acids, which fall to the ground as acid rain. This corrosive precipitation can damage buildings, roads, and other infrastructure, leading to costly repairs and reconstruction efforts. It also harms ecosystems, damaging forests, lakes, and rivers, and posing health risks to humans and wildlife alike. Apocalyptic ashfall. Ashfall blankets vast regions, choking the air and rendering large swaths of land uninhabitable. Respiratory ailments soar, agricultural crops fail, and entire ecosystems collapse under the weight of this relentless assault. The fallout from a supervolcanic eruption is not limited to the immediate vicinity of the blast. The ash cloud ejected into the atmosphere can travel thousands of kilometers, blanketing large areas with a layer of fine particles. This ashfall can cause widespread disruption and damage, clogging roads and highways, burying buildings and infrastructure, and coating everything in its path with a layer of gray dust. The weight of the ash can cause buildings to collapse and roads to buckle, leading to further destruction and chaos. Machinery and vehicles are also affected, as the abrasive nature of the ash can damage engines, bearings, and other mechanical components. Aerial anarchy and travel chaos. The ash cloud disrupts air travel, grounding flights and causing widespread chaos. Aircraft engines are clogged by ash, posing a threat to passenger safety and further complicating rescue efforts. The eruption of a supervolcano can wreak havoc on air travel, disrupting flight schedules and causing widespread chaos. The ash cloud ejected into the atmosphere can pose a significant threat to aircraft, as the abrasive particles can damage engines and other critical components. Flights are grounded, airports are closed, and passengers are left stranded in unfamiliar cities, unsure of when or if they will be able to reach their destinations. The disruption extends beyond the realm of air travel, affecting other modes of transportation as well. Roads become congested, railways are shut down, and shipping lanes are blocked, leading to further disruption and chaos. Economic collapse and global recession. The catastrophic aftermath of the eruption triggers a worldwide economic collapse. Markets crash, supply chains are disrupted, and unemployment skyrockets as businesses struggle to recover from the disaster's aftermath. The economic fallout from a supervolcanic eruption is swift and devastating, with far-reaching consequences for global markets and economies. The disruption to supply chains leads to shortages of essential goods and services, driving up prices and causing widespread hardship. Businesses are forced to close their doors, unable to withstand the financial impact of the disaster, leading to mass layoffs and skyrocketing unemployment. Stock markets crash, wiping out trillions of dollars in wealth, and governments are left scrambling to enact emergency measures to stabilize their economies. The world plunges into a global recession of unprecedented proportions, with millions of people facing financial ruin and uncertainty about the future. Echoes of extinction in the post-apocalyptic world. In the aftermath of the eruption, Earth stands scarred and transformed, bearing witness to the awesome power of the supervolcano. Scarred landscapes, poisoned waters, and shattered communities serve as haunting reminders of humanity's vulnerability in the face of nature's fury. As we conclude our exploration into the cataclysmic scenarios of a supervolcanic eruption, we are reminded of the fragility of our existence and the awesome power of the natural world. If you found this journey both enlightening and thought-provoking, be sure to express your support by liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more in-depth explorations of the world around us. Until next time, may you navigate the turbulent seas of existence with courage, wisdom, and resilience.